Battlefront was a second-rate Battlefield knockoff, but it starred Star Wars characters, which might be the best idea humanity has ever had. I can't tell you how much fun this game was. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily balanced with a lot of the maps. You could pretty much fight here and win on one side and fight here on the other side and win, but it was a lot of fun. I never played the online aspect. I just played the single player, and even with the computer AI not being all that intelligent, man, I can't tell you what a blast I had just running around as an ARC trooper and blowing stuff up with missiles and all of that. Basically, if you don't know what this game is about, you're either the Rebels or the Empire during the original trilogy's events, or the Republic and the Separatist armies during the prequels events. I usually played as either the Rebellion or the Republic. I don't know why, but I really liked the old Republic's troops. Each army had 5 different types of units. There was your basic shock trooper, which just kind of had the big guns and roamed around and did the most damage with his basic weapon. There was the guy with the missiles, whose job was to essentially blow up the walkers or the other unit or the other vehicles, because not anybody else could really affect them that much. There was the snipers, which sniped. That was it. It was fun. There was the pilots or medics that kind of changed depending on which game it was. And then there was the random 5th unit, which could have been the droidica for the droid armies, a freaking Wookiee for the Rebellion, or either a jet trooper for the Republic or a dark trooper, which was a stormtrooper with a jetpack, for either the old Republic or the Empire. The flying troops were pretty fun, but you know what was more fun? Shooting those flying troops out of the air. My favorite maps were probably the ones from the prequel trilogy. I don't know if they were just better made or if it was didn't have to live up to a certain standard with the original movies maps or something like that, but I just had fun on those. In fact, my favorite memory from Battlefront had to have been this one time where it was basically I was the only trooper left. That was it. There were no more spawns. There were no more allies coming to help me, and there was like 20 droids on this map. Luckily, I happened to be just the regular trooper with the really big gun, because I would need it. So I was roaming around, coming around the corners, picking off these one droids. Starts off as 20, goes down to 15, to 10, and then finally there's one. I'm like, oh, where is he? Where is he? I'm wounded. I come around the corner, and it's a droidica. Holy crap. Like, these things have shields and big blasters, and luckily I was just barely able to take it out, and I won. 1 versus 20, and I won. Woohoo! There would be a second Battlefront game to come out a few years later, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one for one simple reason. The Jedi. Yeah, it was really cool being a Jedi, but once you became a Jedi, that was about it. No one could really kill you. You were just a walking dynamo of death. It felt really unbalanced, and that was just it. And half the fun of this game was shooting things, and this with the Jedi, you just hit them with a lightsaber, and it just wasn't as fun. The space battles in the second one I feel like were a little bit more memorable. But the first one's probably my favorite. There's something about just the maps that they had, and the units that they had, and the weapons, like the little droid that called down the lasers from the starships, which could ruin an army if they didn't take it out. That was really fun. Best Star Wars game ever? It's debatable, but it's up there.